Hey everyone, John McBride here. Wanted to put together a quick video to show you some of the updates we're working on for the Citrix Developer Visual Studio extension. In this update, we're really targeting the community that are building scripts for the Citrix products. By scripts, I mean anybody that's building PowerShell, Bash or Shell scripts, Node, JS, or JavaScript type scripts. We want to give them the ability to take their existing scripts or build new ones, package them up, generate a package for them, uh, and then be able to distribute that out to customers that are using the Visual Studio extension. And they can then install that package and then see the list of community scripts that the Citrix community is actually building. That's kind of what this update is targeted. We really want to try to start getting everybody that are building scripts the ability to actually put those scripts into a tool as opposed to just having them all over the place. So that's kind of what this update targets. We're actually going to, there's two pieces to it. One is a supplemental tool that we're going to release. It's going to be open source. That actually helps the community build the package and package up their scripts. That tool helps us build that. And the second one is actually the extension where it surfaces the scripts in a pretty nice way. So with that, let's get started. We can show you how it looks and how you can package up the scripts and get them installed in the Visual Studio. So as you can see here, I have Visual Studio Code opened. I already have the extension installed. You can install it from the marketplace. It's free. And once you do, you'll see the Citrix activity bar here. When you click on that, you see we have our SDK docs and our GitHub projects. What we're really targeting is this area right here, these community scripts. We want to see this. We want to see this Explorer bar really start to get populated with our community scripts. That's kind of what this update is going to target. So we can get started. How do we get scripts or packages in this Explorer bar? Well, like we said, there's a supplemental tool that we're going to release. It's a global tool if you're familiar with NPM or .NET Core global tools. It's a global tool that is going to be released. You're going to install it via NPM, and then you can use that to get started building your packages. So you can see here I have just a demo directory, and we'll walk through how we can build a really simple script package that will be installed in the VS. So we'll jump in here to this director one. We're going to create a director package. You can see really I don't have anything in here yet, and we're going to start from scratch. So first thing we do is we're actually going to run this global tool, and it's called the Citrix Script Packager. And we're going to pass in a parameter called create. What this is going to do is create a base template that we can then start to build on top of to create our package. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So it's going to prompt us with some information that it needs for the particular package. The package ID, we're just going to call it citrix.powershell.director. What the friendly name is, this is what's going to show up in this Explorer bar for the community scripts on the left. You can see we'll just call this director. Give it a description. Yeah, we're going to give it a version for the package. It's asking what the initial file that needs to be run. If you have a set of scripts and you want one to be the entry point, you can list that here. We'll actually highlight it as a different color within the Explorer bar, but we don't have one, so we'll just enter for that one. And then also it's asking if we want to create a base PowerShell file. Now you don't have to. If you have existing scripts, we can just copy them in there. If you want to create a new script and start from scratch, we'll actually generate a real small base template file. You don't have to. It's just a nice thing to have. So here you can see we actually created the project. So we're going to open this project up with, you can open it up with your favorite editor, it doesn't matter. We're going to use code here to open it up. You can see a couple of things, right? So we generate a README. Definitely want keep this updated with a description of what the scripts are and how many scripts you have and what each one does. Nice thing for the users to be able to see what the scripts do. And then you can see we have a package directory and a director directory. This is the friendly name that we created in that question. All your scripts are going to kind of be located in this director folder right here, right? Or whatever your friendly name is when you create it. So I already have a few here that we're going to just use. So we're going to go, I have some PowerShell scripts that we're going to use. So we're going to go to the director and we're going to take this script that I already have, it's an existing one that we pulled out from our GitHub repo. And we're going to copy this guy into the director folder. And you can see it's a general script, right? Nothing too major. And it actually just reconfigures director for logon mode. So alright, so now we actually have our PowerShell script, we have a README. So how do we actually get this thing packaged up and ready to be used within the Visual Studio Code extension? Well, we're going to go back and we're going to use that global tool again. And what we're going to do is we're going to call it. And instead of create, we're going to say package here. Alright, and what this is going to do is going to take any file that we put in that director folder, take the README and the manifest, package it all up into a V6 format, and then make it available for use within the developer extension. So we're going to run this. We're going to say package. Takes the manifest, takes the files, packages them all up. And you can see here now we have an output directory with our director.v6. So now we actually have a package that can be used or distributed to anybody using the Citrix developer extension. So how do we actually use that? Well, we're going to close out here. We're going to go back to back to VSCode that has the extension installed. And once you install the update to the extension, you're going to see a new command. Now, anybody using VSCode, if you're using it on the Mac, you hit Command-Shift-P. You can see a list of commands here specifically for Citrix. If you just hit Command-Shift-P and then Citrix, you'll see a list of all of our commands. A new one that you're going to see for this is install Citrix package. So that's going to be a new one. So you can hit select, and it's actually asking us for a V6 file. So we're going to drill down into our one that we just created for director. We're going to go to the output, and we're going to collect director.v6 and say select. And you'll notice a couple things. One, we give you a notification that the script is installed. Cool. And then you can see over here in the list of community scripts, we actually have a new package, and it's director, our friendly name. So we can drill down into it. You can see that we give you the README file, so the user can actually see the README file. They can look at it. They can see, okay, here's what I have to do. Here's what the scripts do. You can also hit the preview button when it gets you a nice preview of the markdown file. And then you can click on the PowerShell file, and that gives us our PowerShell file with everything that we need to get going. So they can run it right from here and get going on that script. So that's creating the V6 package and using it within the Citrix developer extension for VS Code. So we'll create another one here, and I'll show you how to do something with Node or with a JavaScript file to show you that's not just PowerShell. So we'll jump back out here. We're actually going to our Node directory. You can see we don't really have anything in here anymore. So we'll go ahead and create that template again. So we'll run our global tool, and we'll just say create. And we're going to get prompted with our package information. So we're going to call this one Zen-Node. And we'll call this Zen-Node. Package author. No, we don't want a file that needs to be run. And no, we don't want to create a default PowerShell. Cool. So we create it. We'll open this up in our favorite editor. And for this one, we're going to do the same thing. We have the Zen-Node folder. We're going to copy in a JavaScript file. So here we have an existing one that we have from our GitHub repo. We're going to copy this guy in here. And you see we have a JavaScript file that we can use. We would obviously update our README, but we're not going to go ahead and do that. And then to package this guy up, we're just going to run the same thing, but we're going to run a package again. All right, and you can see we have now another output directory in this directory with our v6 file. Great. So how do we use it? Well, we're going to go back into our code where we have the extension installed and just install the package again. So we're going to install the package. We're going to go back here to demo and our node and pick our v6 and say select. Now you can see we have our new package here is our node. We have our README and then our index. So we can actually start running node type commands here with this JavaScript file. So with that, I just wanted to show you what we're working on as far as the update goes. This is really a mechanism to try to help the community surface and package up their scripts that they're building for the Citrix technology and platform. So with that, I'd like to say thanks, and let me know what you guys think. You can hit me up on Twitter or on Slack, any other kind of mechanism that you guys know where I'm at. So I appreciate it, and let me know what you think. Thanks.